And then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
36 power.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis.
Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Hey, zero.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
14.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Take it in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 33. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Alert. 70 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Carlton Davis picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Dillon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Cardinal. Drop 50. Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dillon up the middle.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 27 yards.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll buy some time right.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Let's go.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
Here we go.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Goes right back to Smith again.
Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Ready, break. 79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now here is another interception.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.